Hello, I'm Darrell Smith from 99 Eats. Today we're at 71 at Beyond making banana pudding. So the thing about this recipe is extremely easy. Like literally it's 3 to 5 ingredients and you don't have to use an oven at all. So we're gonna start with 1 pack of vanilla pudding mix. Jello brand is typically what I use. So we'll put that in a bowl, right? And then we'll add 2 cups of milk. So you got 2 cups of milk. And what we're gonna do is just whisk this a little. And then to that, we're gonna take 1 can of sweetened condensed milk and add that to it as well. And what that's gonna do is actually gonna thicken up our pudding mix and make it that nice consistency, and also add a little sweetness to it, which will complement the bananas very well. I'm gonna add just 1 whole can of this, and it's so thick. It's almost like a Jello consistency itself, and it adds so much flavor to it. Don't be alarmed. What I'll do is I'll just take the whisk, just put it in there and just circle it around. You'll get that. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna whisk this together. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna like sit in the fridge for about 5 minutes and become like this thicker pudding. And so, take that, add this to the fridge. And so the next step to this is to make homemade whipped cream. So what I do is I like to make it homemade because you can add your own flavoring to it. And so we're gonna use 1 whole pint of heavy whipping cream. And to that, we're gonna add some Madagascar vanilla extract because this is so delicious. And I would add about 1 teaspoon, and you just sit this right in your mixer. You just gonna mix that on low. So while this is mixing, what we're gonna do is take out the pre-made for you guys to like look at to see like what it looks like before I layer it. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. And what you'll see is a nice layer. So what we're gonna do with this vanilla pudding mix is we're gonna layer that on the bottom, and then you're gonna add a layer of vanilla wafers. And for this small one, what I'll do is I'll crunch them up, sprinkle those, and then you add a nice layer of bananas, and then you add another layer of pudding mix. And what happens with this is you're gonna take half of this and actually add it to your pudding mix, which will then add to that consistency as well as the flavor. All right? So first, what I did, I already have one that has a nice layer at the bottom. And what I'll do is I'll add maybe like a 1/4 of an inch. And you can add a little more if you want a little more with your banana pudding, right? And then next, like I said, you'll take a nice vanilla wafer. You'll just crack that up and just put it right on top of that vanilla mix. And so yeah, so we'll add a little more cookie to this. Press that down a little. And then next, what you'll do is you'll take some bananas and you'll layer those as well. And what I like to do, since it's only gonna be 1 layer, typically I'll do 3 to 4 layers because we have a higher plane. But today what I'll do is 1 layer of banana. And if you really wanna kick it up a notch, I actually suggest zesting 1 lime or 1 lemon. And what that does, it also accentuates the banana flavor and brings all of those flavors out. So what we're gonna do is now add 1 layer of this pudding mix to the top. Just gonna let that sit. What I'll do here is I'll take some of this whipped cream. You're gonna take some of this whipped cream and just dollop that right on the top of it. And then add a little more cookie. Because what's gonna happen is once you put this banana pudding in the fridge, these cookies in the middle are going to become almost like soggy. So the banana or the vanilla wafers on top will actually add that texture and that crunch to it, will then like add that complexity to the flavors. We got the money shot right here, baby. And now you get to try it. So yeah, hooray.